Okay, so today we're going to make a easy lemon loaf. I already have my oven preheating to 350, and I have my mise en place all together. So the very first thing I'm going to do is combine all of my dry ingredients. So I have 1 cup of flour. I have 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so what I want to do is combine those together, just kind of whisk them so that they're mixed. Okay, and now I need to add my wet ingredients. So 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and my oven is now preheated. Okay, and 1/2 cup of sour cream. And if you don't like sour cream, you can use Greek yogurt in here as well. Okay, the zest of 1 lemon. Oh, I don't have a very good handle on that. And then 1 tablespoon of the lemon juice. Plus, you're supposed to use 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. But according to the recipe, if you don't have lemon extract, you can just use a teaspoon of the real lemon juice. So I have a tablespoon and a teaspoon here. Okay. So once I have that all in my bowl, what I need to do is grab my mixer, and I'm going to mix that until it's blended. You can see I'm moving my beater back and forth. I don't have it on too high. Okay, I'm gonna unplug that and pull the attachment off and put it with all the rest of my dirty stuff. So what I need to do now is I have a 9-inch baking pan, and it says to grease it and add parchment, but I found these really cool loaf lifters. They're made by Betty Crocker, and they cover the bottom, and you can see that it's easy just to grab them to pull them out, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put my batter into my loaf pan. And it should fill it up almost halfway. doing this more for my grandson. He is an absolute lemon freak. Loves his lemon. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my oven at 350, and it needs to cook for 40 to 45 minutes. And I know it's done when I take a toothpick and I put it in and it's clean. And I will bring you back and show you the final result. Okay, so my timer just went off, so I'm going to take it out and we're going to do a check together. Okay, and there it is. And I'm going to take a toothpick, and when I put it in and bring it out, if it's dry, which it is, it's done. Okay, so I'm going to turn everything off. This needs to sit and cool for an hour before you slice it. I'm going to let it cool for the hour, and then it's just making a glaze for it. So when we come back, I'll show you how to make that glaze and to glaze it. Okay, so this is all cooled now. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be mixing up a glaze for the top. This is 1 cup of icing sugar or powdered sugar, and this is 2 tablespoons of milk. So I'm going to combine that, and I'm going to whisk that up. Now, when you're mixing up this glaze, if it's too thick, you can add a little bit more milk. If it's too watery, you can add a little bit more of the powdered sugar. It's all about a consistency that you want. Okay? So I'm just whisking that, making sure I get all the powdered sugar from the sides, making sure it's nice and smooth. And it's pretty much a very, very good consistency. So it's pretty mixed now. I'm just going to get the excess off the sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drizzle this on top. I can also spoon it on, but I'm going to drizzle and then kind of lay it out. And make sure it falls over the side, because the inside of mine kind of fell a little bit. Not absolutely sure why. I can drizzle that down the absolute sides here. Now you can freeze this. When you freeze it, you don't want to glaze it, so you can freeze it, and then once it's thawed all the way, then you can glaze it. It will stay in the fridge if it's in an airtight container for quite a long time. So I'm just kind of moving this around out of the edges. You can see it pouring down the sides there, which is kind of what we want. It can go onto the plate, that's okay. And then we want to let that sit for half an hour or so, and then we can slice into it. And that is our yummy glaze.